Before your users can begin making reservations, you'll need to set up one or more resources that they can reserve. An app admin can create resources by going to Application Admin, then Resources. If you are a resource or schedule admin, it will then be Responsibilities, then Resources. To add an individual resource, click the triple dot menu and then select Add Resource. This will produce a small window where you can specify the resource's name, schedule, permissions, and administrator. You can also upload a photo of the resource. To import multiple resources at once, click the triple dot menu and select Import Resources. An import window will open where you can upload a CSV file of multiple resources. You can create your own CSV file using the requirements in blue, or you can download a pre-formatted template by clicking Get Template. The resources you have added or imported will appear on the page here. Once a resource has been created, you can configure more information about the resource. You'll see that the settings for each resource are broken down into 3 columns. Looking at the leftmost column, this is mostly logistic information, such as the resource type, the schedule this resource is under, its location, and resource contact. You'll also see this option here where you can print a QR code. This feature allows members of your group to scan the code and make reservations via a mobile device. The center column contains settings for duration, capacity, and permissions. Duration allows you to control the length of reservations. You can set minimum and maximum reservation lengths. You can also set a capacity. This refers to the number of people using the resource at one time. For example, you want to limit the number of people physically in a conference room. Permissions is where you can apply permissions at the user or group level. This is a good way to limit access to a resource. For example, you can apply specific user or group permissions if there is a piece of equipment that only a small group of individuals is trained and authorized to use. If your organization uses credits, you can set the number of credits here. The far right column is the access column. This is where you can control how reservations are made. You can control how soon a reservation can be made relative to the start time, how reservations can be updated or deleted. You can control how far in advance a reservation can end. You can also require approval for reservations for this resource. That means an admin will need to approve the reservation before it's finalized. If you have resources that anyone can reserve that don't require special permissions or credits, you can check permission is automatically granted. That way, you don't have to take the time to approve reservations for a resource unnecessarily. You can also require check-in and check-out. We recommend turning on this option for popular resources. When this option is checked, the user will need to check into their reservation. If they don't check in after a certain time, then their reservation is deleted and the resource becomes available for someone else to reserve. Here is where you can add this resource to a resource group. For example, resource groups can be useful if, within a single schedule, your resources exist in different floors of a building or within different rooms on a floor. Creating a different resource group for each floor or room in which your resources are dispersed can help make your resources more organized. When you click the pencil icon, you can see all the resource groups available. To create new resource groups, click the triple dot icon and then select Resource Groups. You can enter a resource group name and then click the plus sign. So here I will add a resource group and name it Room 105. Now I can drag all the resources found in Room 105 into this resource group. Back to resources. To change the settings of many resources at once, click the triple dot icon and then select either bulk resource update or bulk resource delete. Here is where you can configure the resource settings for multiple resources at once. For more information on LabArchives Scheduler, click the Help icon and then select Knowledge Base. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact us at support@labarchives.com. To subscribe to our videos, click the LabArchives logo on the left. For additional training videos, click on the link to the right.